Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Learn English with Nick, and today we are going to go over the English alphabet. So the English alphabet uses the Latin script, the Latin alphabet, and if you're coming from a Germanic language such as German, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, others, or a language in the Romance language family, such as French or Spanish or Italian, then most of these letters should seem familiar to you, although they might have a different pronunciation for English. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. All right, so the first letter in the English alphabet is the letter A, and it is pronounced A, and you can, a word that uses this is apple, or you can even say alphabet. A, apple, alphabet. All right, the second letter in the alphabet is B. A word that uses B is bat, or you can think of baseball. B, bat, baseball. The third letter of the English alphabet is the letter C. That is C, and you can think of it, a letter that uses, or a word that uses the letter C is cat or cow. And sometimes the letter C can be pronounced C or K, like a K. Sometimes it might differentiate between the two, so just keep that in mind. The next letter in the English alphabet is D. That is D, as in dog. The next letter in the English alphabet is E. That is E, as in elephant. The next letter in the English alphabet is F, as in fly or fire. That is F. The next letter in the English alphabet is G, as in ghost or gist, like the gist of an argument. And this letter, G, might be pronounced as a G or as a J, depending on the word. Again, this is another one that can switch depending on the word. The next letter in the English alphabet is H. You can think of high, or you can think of hit. Yeah, nothing really much to say here. The next letter is I, as in ice or igloo. And another, this is another letter that can switch. As I said, ice or igloo. That is the letter I. The next letter in the English alphabet is J, as in jump. Seems pretty self-explanatory. J for jump. The next letter in the English alphabet is K. You can think of kiss. A word that uses this letter is kiss, and that makes the K sound. Sometimes this letter can be silent, and it might be a bit troublesome for some beginners out there. We call it the silent K in English. No, knowledge, stuff like words like that use a K in the beginning of the word, but it's actually silent. The next letter in the English alphabet is L. You can think of, let's say, light or letter. Those start with L as well. The next letter in the English alphabet is M, and you can think of the word mom, or you can think of the word milk, or something like that. So yeah, that seems pretty self-explanatory. It makes the M sound. So yeah. The next letter in the English alphabet is N, as in nice. Or let's say, I don't know, Well, my name is Nick, but that's a name, but let's stick with nice. Thinking if there's anything to know about the letter N. No, I think there's nothing else. The next letter in the English alphabet is O, as in octopus, or oval. Sometimes if there's two O's in succession, it can make the oo sound, like moo, as in the thing that cows say, moo. The next letter is P, as in Perry the Platypus, if you know Phineas and Ferb. Phineas also starts with the letter P, but yeah, and that brings up a good point, that sometimes the P can be used to modulate the sound of certain letters, like PH sometimes sounds like F, like an F. But this letter is pronounced P. The next letter in the English alphabet is Q. You can think of the word queen, like if you have a deck of cards, you have a queen, or royalty, queen. The next letter in the English alphabet is R, and you can think of like rust, or you can think of a rooster. That is R. And I know sometimes some like people from England would kind of say ah, but this is America, so we're going to say R, like a pirate, like R. The next letter in the English alphabet is S, and you can think of slippery, or snake, or SpongeBob. So those are some words, sponge, that use the letter S. The next word, or the next letter in the English alphabet is T, like television. And I think most of you probably know what that is because it's a word that's been adopted in different languages, I think. Television, you can say train, TV, yeah. The next letter in the English alphabet is U, as in the letter, U. And some words that might use this are umbrella. And let's see, what else? Another word that uses the letter U is unipolar. Unipolar. The next letter in the English alphabet is the letter V. V is used in the word victory, or violet, like the color violet. And that is V. The next letter in the English alphabet is W, like wine, or I don't want to encourage people to drink, but instead of wine, you guys can drink water. So water is good too. Water is very good too. The next letter in the English alphabet is X, and sometimes the X can be pronounced like a Z, like xylophone, or the name Xavier, but we can also say like X-ray, and that's X. The next letter in the English alphabet is Y, and it can make the Y sound like ya, or I think a lot of people already know this, like ya. You can say, let's see, a word that uses the letter Y is yours, or you. And the last letter in the English alphabet is the letter Z. In other countries, they pronounce this as Z, but in America, we say Z, and you can use this in words such as zebra, or the number 0. All right, so that was the English alphabet. I know this was more of a beginner video, but it's still a very good video to have on my channel. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And if you have any suggestions for future video topics, please list them down in the comment section down below, and I may get to it. Other than that, I hope you found this video beneficial to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please take care.